Another Cammus C5? Why? Wait, ePedal? I will never be tired to repeat that you and I are very lucky to live in such cool time for sim racing. A lot of interesting things happens every year, and Cammus were trying to figure it out, how to minimize as much as possible the size of the package, and came to a brilliant solution to fit everything in one steering wheel. Powerful direct drive wheelbase, 5 Nm, navigation, shifters and pedals, they integrated all of that into a rim. And just like that, they packed a full sim racing setup in a tiny box. But the question is, how is it? Is it okay to use it? Is it possible to drive on this properly? And most importantly, is it possible to fully experience sim racing on this wheelbase? These are the questions that ran into my head, and I think many of you too. So let's figure it out. My name is Ilya and you are on my YouTube channel about sim racing, and this is my review on the Cammus ePedal. Firstly, I would like to tell Cammus have changed some of the materials if you compare the ePedal with the standard C5 wheelbase. And especially you can see it when two wheelbases are next to each other. Continuing the comparisons, at the time when I was unpacking it, from the wheelbase was a very strong chemical smell. I am an allergic and my eyes even was watering, and it lasts for a half year. So now it's okay. With the new ePedal this is not the case. Here the material of steering wheel and the wheelbase body have been changed. And this is already something closer to the Fanatec, and this is a huge thumbs up. Shape of the steering wheel stayed the same. There's a cut on the bottom of it, due to which the steering wheel is not completely round, which in my opinion is good for the grip. But for some people this might be a red flag, considering that you cannot change the steering wheel itself. Everything else is the same as on the standard C5. 20 buttons and 3 rotary encoders, plus small but quite good pedal shifters, LED display and LED RPM strip. But the most difference is the throttle and the brake pedals are integrated in the rim. They are literally on the steering wheel right here, and you don't need to buy them separately. I want to say right away that it feels like full-sized pedals, just for your thumbs. Yes, you can really learn how to use it properly and even hold the gas and brake quite accurate. Cammus done this very well, and they are great for that. But with these pedals from them, I had a lot of problems. I couldn't make them work for more than like 2 or 5 minutes, and I needed to adjust them every time to make them work, and anyway, after each use, they needs to be adjusted again. Oh yeah, and there is no difference in the gradation of pressing them. So the gas pedal and brake pedal feels the same. But Cammus done a great answer on that again, and I already have received a boost kit that promises to make those pedals better. Subscribe so you don't miss my video about them. Let's get back to ePedals. They instead have a difference in pressing them. The brake feels like with a load cell. It is really difficult to press it fully, and the gas pedal could be pressed smoothly. It is important to understand that in order to learn, you will need a skill, but
nothing is impossible!
In software, you can set up min-max and visually control the gradation. Oh yeah, Cammus also has an app for phones, which connects to the wheelbase via Bluetooth, and it allows you to set it up completely the same like on PC, but just from your phone. everyone from time to time should check the updates and definitely install them. While I was doing this video, this wheelbase had like 3 or 4 updates, so updates arrives quite often. In order to make it comfortable to steer and use pedals at the same time with your hands, you should change the degrees to which the steering wheel will rotate. On my opinion, the most comfortable rotation in this case will be 360. I tested this wheelbase in 4 games: Assetto Corsa Competizione, Euro Truck Simulator 2, CarX Drift Racing Online and BeamNG Drive. I also was live streaming those tests, and if you don't wanna miss such streams, subscribe to my Telegram channel. Unfortunately, on this wheelbase you have to set up each function on each button manually, and you will have to repeat it in every game all over again. Yes, it may seem difficult at first, especially if you are switching from Logitech or Trustmaster, because they usually have everything already plug and play from the factory. Assetto Corsa Competizione was really difficult to learn to be good at, because I'm not yet good enough in using pedals with my thumbs. My brain just doesn't understand that the fingers are in control of pedals, and fingers getting tired really fast. It's very difficult to control acceleration and trajectory at the same time with your hands. So in ACC I still have not managed to achieve the result. To race that way requires a lot of effort. Maybe this is because I have had a surgery, and after some time I will be able to become more stable and better. But through the pain right now, I don't want to do this. So we go straight to the Euro Truck Simulator 2. And here is a completely different matter. I thought that 360 degrees of steering wheel rotation would not be enough to comfortably control a truck. But I was wrong. Everything seems to be completely fine, and even more comfortable than with regular pedals. I drove a 3-hour convoy and it went on a single breath. The pedal is very cool for Euro Truck Simulator 2, but unfortunately there was a problem, and for a couple of times my brakes went off, and I had to calibrate them via min-max. It's good that the game is easy to minimize, but if I had to do it like that in ACC during a race, it would become a big issue. So I really hope that with the new update this can be fixed and actually will be fixed. Because, as I already told, with those pedals for $30 from Cammus I often had a problem, and because of which it was simply impossible to use those pedals. So that's it for Euro Truck Simulator 2, let's move on to the CarX Drift Racing Online. It was more difficult to get used to it, but after a couple of hours I was driving it very well, and I even was able to enjoy the game. Unfortunately, not fully, as a couple of times the wheelbase was disconnecting for no reason. Strange, but okay. Maybe it's really something with the firmware, I don't know. Well, in general, the base is excellent for drifting. Yes, I use assistance, but still. And last but not least, BeamNG Drive. W for the updates in this game. How cool it is to get back to this game every time. They always improve something in the game with every new update. And control a Jeep using only your hands leaned back like this in a chair, putting your feet on the table just like that. This truly is a ultimate comfortable solution. But again, during 2-hour session in BeamNG Drive, the gas stuck twice. But after I pressed it for a couple of times, it did unstuck back, and everything was completely fine. More good news, my thumbs don't get tired so fast from driving on ePedal anymore. It's been like for a couple of weeks that I'm using this wheelbase at the moment. In total, my impressions of the concept and the wheelbase itself are mostly positive. Even with those problems, because I assume those problems appears because this is an early version of the product. And I hope if you will buy this wheelbase, you will not face those problems. So let's move on. In my opinion, this wheelbase is very suitable for children, because they often cannot reach the pedals, and they just like to press everything with their little arms. Very comfortable and easy to take it out mounted, connected to your PC, and you're ready to go. You don't need all this large sim rigs, which takes a lot of space, and wheel stands, which are smaller but still take some place. Even if in future you will want to dive deeper in sim racing, you can easily buy a set of pedals. Cammus of course left a connector to their own pedals, but since it is PC platform, you can buy any pedals you like, from any brand you prefer. So this wheelbase is very cool even for the beginners. Well, that's it. This is everything what I wanted to tell you about the Cammus ePedal. Thanks for watching this video. Write in the comments how you like this concept, pedals on the rim. And subscribe. Don't forget that there is more of my reviews on this channel, just with English subtitles. There will be more of them regarding to the results of this video with English voiceover, because this is my first English voiceover. I will be shocked if someone would watch video for so long.